badass bitch, I'ma talk like that. Skin on glow and the ass on fat. Everything out my mouth, and I'm spin straight facts. With the top off, that's no cap. Hey, that's Tafari talk. We be wild out here like safari walks. In a cloud of thoughts, got a little bit of steam that we blowing off. Sup, freaks? It's Amiri Tafari.
And Trinity Tafari.
And this is Tafari Talk, where we discuss love, sex, kink, relationships, and just about everything under the sun from our lens as a pansexual polyamorous couple in LA.
Exactly. Get ready.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So for those of you who don't know us, we're like, creatives. We're lovers and friends. We done been together for a long ass time.
Yeah.
It's been a long ass time.
9 years to be exact.
9 years to be exact. And we have been creating ever since we like started as best friends. Like, so yeah, a lot of people don't know fully how we met and shit. But we met in college.
Yeah, it was 2011.
Some shit like that.
Something 2011, something long time
Girl,
ago. Long time ago.
OG,
Long time.
Very long, very long. But yeah, we was in college. In NAACP, we was fighting the power, y'all.
We weren't hoteps, but
we went through many a phases.
We've been through phases. We've been through phases.
Growth is tight.
Growth is beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But no, I'm proud of me and all my stage of shit.
Proud of me.
But yeah, at that time we was moshing for our rights in NAACP. And so we was cool through that. But then it was this 420 party. And my bitch ass wasn't even smoking because I was trying to get this job, okay? And I was like,
she was so responsible, y'all.
So responsible. She had to come through and ruin some of that shit.
I had to be like, you gotta chill.
Just to be fair, no, I did used to be like
shit.
That responsible bitch. I mean, I'm still responsible. I still handle my shit, but like
responsible.
But a degree of fuck it is good.
Responsible.
Yeah, a degree of fuck it is good.
You gotta say fuck it.
And she definitely brought a little more fuck it into my life for sure. But I was trying to be my, do my responsible thing. So I'm here at a fucking 420 party and not smoking, but I'm like very disciplined, guys, if that's what the fuck I want to do.
She sure was.
That's what I'm
just sitting there while we're all smoking together. Having a gay old time.
I was having a great time, whatever. And it was crazy because at the time, both of our best friends lived in the same house where they threw the party. So yeah, so we was over there and we just ended up in one of the rooms drinking wine and like hella bonding. I was like, this bitch is pretty cool. Like, we got to actually kick it outside of NAACP.
I was like, yeah, we got to actually hang out. Like,
yes. And that started our summer. Yes, that started like summer 2012, right?
Yeah.
Because that started our summer of fucking madness. That shit was insane.
We had so much fun. 2012 was fun. I feel like 2012 was a good year for like most people at the very least. It was fun.
2012 was a banger.
Yeah.
I'd run that back.
I would definitely run that back. That shit was tight.
But yeah, so we had a great ass summer. Excuse me. We had two other fire best friends too. It was a fearsome foursome. And then like towards the end of the summer, like they're still our homegirls and everything now. But towards the end of the summer, we just started getting like mad closer and we was like bestest friends then. And so we just started running our shit, doing like our best friend shit. Yeah, we was just on our own wave. And weirdly enough, people was like, are y'all together? Are y'all this? We was
all the time. People would be like, y'all are so gay. I used to be like, y'all don't even understand. Amiri does not like women at all.
I was willing to get my little freak on,
she said, and I quote you, we were standing in a smoke shop.
Don't tell the people.
I was buying a bong. Or actually a water pipe or whatever they call them in Texas because, they don't call them bongs. But anyway. I'm buying a bong.
Things you don't smoke, but
and they like, and she's like, I'm strictly dickly. She said that out of her mouth. Her mouth.
I just really like dick a lot, guys. And
everyone really likes dick, but strictly, I don't know.
No, but growing up Christian, that was very confusing. How much I like dick was confusing because I was like, I like dick so much that there's no way, But I was
she had to experience that thing. Okay.
Oh Lord, she threw the pussy on me, y'all. Okay. Anyway.
Okay. Experience it.
Yeah.
Changed your life.
Okay, good Lord. But we was pretty much just best friends till we wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And we used to like roll together. We used to like chill together, all types of shit. But one fateful day. One very fateful day. Well, let's back that shit up a little bit.
Okay, a couple days before.
There's a reason. Yes, a couple days previous. So this week set us up to be together forever. Okay.
Yes.
So it was one of them times we was like, we gonna do Molly, blah, blah, blah. So we did Molly. We went to the park and
we was like, we just gonna chill and do Molly. Because usually we would do Molly and go to a rave.
It'd be like a rave or something.
like
we have
do something big, you know?
To like numerous raves and shit.
We were like,
together,
you know what? No, we just gonna chill. We're gonna do some Molly. We're gonna chill.
But yeah, so we was like, yeah, we about to do nature Molly. So that's what that was. And so we was like, yeah, we going to the park, y'all. I was like burying myself in wood chips. I'm like, this is how it feels to be alive and dead.
She's literally completely buried in wood chips. Like, who does that?
It was awesome. I was one
so
with
adorable.
the dirt. I was one with the earth.
So adorable.
I was just in my vibes or whatever. Her bitch ass tell me later that she wasn't rolling all that good. So I'm like, oh damn.
I wasn't. I was really just like,
but I was feeling the vibes.
She's in that dirt.
And I was
I loved it.
Well, thank you for letting me be myself in that moment. I did feel safe.
I loved it. Oh no, I loved it. I just wasn't gonna get in the dirt with you, you know?
Yeah.
I helped you.
I do distinctly remember you on the side.
I helped pat the dirt on top of you, like you said. I patted right on
dirt
top.
And wood chips. It was the bomb. I enjoyed it. It was very cool and refreshing. But anyways, yeah, so, you know, I remember just feeling so filled up with love for her at that time. And I was just like, you know, she's like my bestest friend and I love her and everything. And I was like, you know, like, I just love you so much. Like, do you mind if I kiss you, you know? And yeah, and she was like,
really
it's cool.
Cute.
And so, yeah,
really,
so I
really
just
cute.
gave her like a C. I'm a Mac. You know, she didn't just put the pussy on me. Okay. Anyways. JK, I'm just saying, it's a two-way street, girl. Damn. Okay. Anyways, but you know, I'm bold when I'm good and ready. So I was like, and at the time I wasn't even thinking about it romantically. I was just thinking I just have so much genuine love for this person. So, you know, we had our little peck and that was our first kiss. And it was like, ugh. So then later, this helper tell me.
I was like, yeah, I wasn't even rolling.
That she wasn't even rolling. So I'm like,
I was like, that hoe did not hit.
Oh no. Okay, then I demand a recount.
Not hit.
So the next hold up. Boo.
Thank you.
So the next, not even next week. It was the end of that week,
It was the
right?
end of the week.
It was like
yeah,
the end of the
it was
week.
like a couple days later.
By the fucking end of the week, we're like, we're gonna roll again, and this time we're gonna take 2 Mollies because you know what? There's no getting around this rolling this time. We're gonna have a good fucking time this time. So okay, so we're like, yeah. So then we like invite some
also
friends.
we looped in my roommate at the time.
Yeah, so we was all cool, but that was her roommate and very close friend.
And at that time, my best friend, or one of my best friends, and our other really, really good friend,
who ended up moving out here with us, but that was a whole
another story. Oh my God.
Ooh. Anyway, it's the stories. But yeah, so it was them two. And so I don't know. So yeah, we like, you know, we took the 2 and we're like, yeah, you know, nothing ever gets sexual. It's not gonna get sexual. It got sexual.
It got sexual. It did. I don't know if it was the entrance of the other energies or
I think
the fact that we took a lot.
Yeah, I think it was a combo wombo of the fact that we took 2, and then we was just in the room with another fine, at my house. You know, human being.
No, because we were in the living room.
We were in the living room.
Kiara would have came in.
Oh my God, yes. We made a mess of that living room. And right before it was time to come in, okay, y'all. So then we ended up, so the other girl that wasn't the vibe. And we didn't want to make that the vibe because we had actually assured her that it would not turn into sex because in our past, it has never turned into sex. So then it was turning into sex. So then we was like, shawty, you got to go.
It was like, you can go though.
No, I mean, politely. You could also
join.
stay. You could stay.
Or you could go.
You could go.
But
you could join. You could do whatever
you could also go in another room. You could do whatever, but we about to do this. We gonna do that.
We ride these waves. So
you know.
So it's me, her roommate at the time, which was a strapping young fella. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know, he was on a football team. You know, he was tall, dark, and handsome. Yeah. He was from my city. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. New Orleans. That's where I'm from.
Yep.
Yeah, it was looking right to me.
It's cool. Both of my roommates were from New Orleans. You're from New Orleans.
Oh my God,
obviously
right? She obviously has
people.
a New Orleans fetish, guys.
A little bit.
Like if you ain't from New Orleans, you probably ain't busting. Like you know,
they special.
Trinity, like you know, Trinity probably thinks you all right if you're not from New Orleans.
Special.
Just kidding, JK. But she has always kind of surrounded herself with the likes of me. So
exactly. Been
But
a long time.
so we had a freaky good time. That shit was wild. And yeah.
First time you stuck your finger in
The first
somebody,
time
a
I
man's
stuck
butt,
my
you
finger
know?
in a man's butt, this was that day. That was a groundbreaker. I was pretty happy about that.
I
Whole
was
lot of
so jealous. I was so jealous. I'm like, this is my best
actually
friend.
first threesome.
This
Whoa.
is oh yeah. Well,
First
that
threesome
wasn't my first
period.
threesome.
You bitch.
I mean, you knew about that. I remember
No,
I told you
I
it was
never
like
knew about you
if it was like if
betraying
5
me,
minutes still counts, right?
defiling
Even if it
me.
was only like 5 minutes, that counts.
No, it doesn't.
So it doesn't. Okay, then it doesn't count. Okay, then that when then you guys were my first threesome.
Yeah,
You
that
see?
was that was a little practice game.
It was a little practice game. And actually, I feel like I was a little bit more of like a wanted to stand by and watch type. So that, but I still feel like that.
No, it does not.
How involved was I
Voyeurism
really?
is a whole
Actually,
different thing.
I wasn't
so did
that
you just
involved.
watch people?
I was playing with
or-
some titties. You know how I love to play with some titties.
So you gonna call playing with some titties your first threesome?
It was two
Instead
people,
of what
and
we
we
did.
were. It was
Instead of
sexual.
what we did.
No, what we did was. Yeah.
Okay, because I would not count playing with some titties as if that's the case, then shit. Who knows when I first played with some titties?
She's like, I'm your first. Excuse the fuck out of me.
I don't know what the fuck she talking about, y'all. Okay, whatever. Anyways, get your mind right. Okay, but yeah, first time I stuck my finger in a dude's ass, that was great. We was fucking like crazy for
I'm still jealous about
it
that
was
to this
hours.
motherfucking day. I'm still mad. I'm like,
he knew
why
his
didn't you ask
booty
me?
Was safe with me.
Where was my
I don't know.
finger in the
He
butt?
knew. He knew who to ask. Okay.
When? Why not?
I don't
me?
know. I don't know.
That's my question.
I just look like a
to this day
booty sticker or something. I don't
if
know.
you're listening
He
out
was
there, let me know why, because I am mad.
Why you ain't let her put a finger in the booty too?
I wasn't request. I didn't get no special booty requests.
Yes, but though we was like fucking for out like what we got there like 2. We was like fucking till like 9 or some shit.
We were
like,
fucking for hours. It was wild. Like when I say we were all over the place, we were in every room.
It was that combo.
We were doing
all
this,
of us.
Man.
Yeah, but I will say
we fucked for hours. It was crazy.
Yeah. You know when you riding the wave,
crazy.
Gotta ride that motherfucker.
Like
keep the wave waving, and we both have pretty, high libidos. So it's like if you ain't gonna stop, I'm sure.
Exactly, and so did the other gentleman.
Yeah, he was in it. He was in it for them 7 hours.
He was went hard. He went hard. He did not go home.
So he did not go home.
He was home.
That was his home, actually.
He was home.
So.
You know,
didn't have to work very hard there. But yes, I will say, but in this time, we discovered, and I'm sure he also discovered, that we was pretty off into each other. Now we know how to share, but like, so this is like my first like, okay, again, this is like this is my first like full on experience with like a girl and everything. It's my first threesome. It's all this stuff. So I'm like, oh wow, pussy is delicious. This is a wonderful treat. Like we're,
what are you gonna do?
Wow, this is a whole new world, right? So like, yeah, and eventually the man was gonna eventually tire out. I mean, he was holding on, but
he held on really well.
He held on very, very long, very, very, very long. But yeah, eventually we just like eat each other's pussies, and it's just like we just gonna do this.
Really tuning into each other,
till we maybe fall
asleep. There was
yes.
a small jealousy issue that happened there. He's like, I'm your best friend. Like, why?
Yeah, I could tell.
To me,
I could tell later because oh my God, that's a story for another day. But nobody wants to just leave the threesome where it's at. That's why you got to be careful how you wield threesomes. But
yeah,
nobody want to just leave it where it's at. Everybody's like, where do we go from here? Like, so am I with you now, or you with them, or? And it was like, shit, we don't know. We didn't know what we was even doing with each other.
For surely, mostly we're together. For sure, damn near though.
We were not gonna put that pressure on each other because we were best friends, and it was already enough that we had like dabbled in that like territory. So we were like, well, we don't know if we're gonna turn our whole backs on this and be like, fuck it. We did
like
that
so soon though. Like it was literally so soon.
Yeah, I was like, but right after that, remember the next day, first of all, we were like fucking sick as balls because we fucking fucked for 9 hours or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah, we were all
so
like
dehydrated. Like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
The come down that day was the worst.
It was bananas.
I was like, whoa, I really used up every drop of my liquid between sweating and coming and like doing all that shit for like hours. Like I had nothing left. Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing left. Ate left, no crumbs. It was
devoured.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You could read like that if you want to. But, yeah, but after that, so yeah, but me and her used to always be by each other's house and all that shit anyway. And like it was practically like we lived together, even though we had two separate houses. But this was just an extension of that. And so then we were like even more attached at the hip and like never left each other's side. And now we like experiment with freaky shit. We like, yeah, let's like fuck, dude. So then we're like then we're like, dude, okay, we love
I mean,
each
we're doing all
other
of this.
and we're
We go on
fucking a
dates.
lot. We go on dates, technically. Like we're just together.
Yeah, this is basically
Let's
being
just
together.
be together.
That's
like it's
fine.
no big deal. So we
You
just
know?
slid into togetherness. We did not
Mhm.
try.
Yep.
And then
Technically, our anniversary is the day that we first had sex.
yeah,
that
it
cute?
is.
Yeah.
It is. And it's a week from our friendship anniversary. And we just celebrated both of those not too long ago. So we just made
Yep.
our 9 years. Woo.
Yep.
Up top, baby.
And 10 years of
Oh
friendship.
yeah,
Best
and
friendship.
10 years of best friendship,
Whoop,
9
whoop,
years
whoop.
of relationship. And given our origins as well as our beliefs, poly was just a natural way to go, So yeah, that's been a journey too, but that is how we got together. And yeah,
Yeah, it's a long
still
and
been
beautiful
rocking
story.
ever since. Oh yeah, and even before we started all the sex stuff, we actually started a business together, Free Spirit. That's still our business. We've been running that bitch for quite a minute. We make like handmade crystal jewelry and different shit like that. We run events, like it's just a whole lifestyle brand. That's our deal with Free Spirit. But we started that back then, and then who knew we would be like partners in everything? That is pretty crazy. So yeah, man. So we've been rocking and rolling, and now we got this podcast together. So it was
Which has
good.
been the longest time coming. Everyone, it's funny because I was just telling another friend, like, oh yeah, we're gonna do our podcast tomorrow, and she was like, yeah, I remember you guys announcing it so long ago, and then nothing happened.
Swerve. I do not want to hear that. Ma'am, you did not see nothing, ma'am, till I told you seen something.
The funny thing is, I really didn't expect that to be what she said.
Thank you for remembering.
Like, oh, okay, well,
yeah.
I hoped no one remembered that we were supposed to be doing this forever ago, but
yeah,
I also think that means they ready and waiting.
That's right.
Okay, so
sometimes you got to make them salivate for a little bit.
Make
Be
them
like,
wait
oh,
a little bit. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You want it? You could have it maybe in a little bit.
Exactly.
Well, now's the time, so we gonna do it now.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so with Tafari Talk, we're gonna be bringing you lip service, which will be our hot topic of the day. And then we're also gonna be spilling Tafari tea, which we already done spilled some tea because now y'all know how we got together on some freak shit.
Exactly.
Seems so wholesome little lovers.
I know. I wonder where people think we met.
Right?
Or like got together. Like, did we
like what do they
think?
Like,
yeah, I know. I always wonder that.
interesting.
Because it'd be like all
Especially
types of
because
different
any of the few people I've told are always like surprised. They're like, "Oh, damn." Well,
exactly.
That's
start
one way
with
to do it,
guys.
Yeah,
Nothing
start
wrong
out with a bang. Like, fuck it.
And then work from there.
Exactly. Oh, and we're also gonna do our freak pick, which will be when we pick. It could be a story from one of our viewers. It could be a question. It could be some shit we found out there in the world. We like, let's talk about it. So yeah, that's gonna be our little flow. And like I said, we already spilled the tea. So let's get into the topic. So I want to know how you feel, Trinity, in general.
Yes. Given
how we started, how we started off and the fact that we've been together like fucking 9 years. And then also given, your other like experiences you may have had, how do you feel in general about like friendships turn lovers? Like,
I'm gonna say I have a very particular feel about that. 9 times out of 10, I'm not a big fan of that personally because it hasn't worked out for me. I don't know if it's just my general.
That's what you said. You said it hasn't. I
said 9 times out of 10. Be glad you're the one.
I'm so exceptional.
Thank you. Okay. Back to my story.
Back to your story.
Now, I don't know if it's just my like Aquarian nature or what, but I do tend to fall for my friends. That's just like a very general vibe, especially because I'm like, you're so tight. let's fuck. You know, like I feel like that makes sense. But it doesn't really work out that well. I've learned time and time and time and time and time and time and time
Damn.
and time
So
again.
overall, you would say like it's a no for you, dog, in general, or what?
Overall, it's a no for me. I think it's a very specific instance where it could work, but so much communication is necessary for these type of things, and good communicators are very hard to find,
True.
including myself. I'm not that great. So,
True. Yeah, I'm forever the eternal optimist. So I like to feel like, hey, if it could work 1 out of 10 times, that shit could work. But you
I'm not
are
saying I still
treading
don't be
on,
trying. I'm just saying it
yeah,
still don't be working out.
right. We gonna try. We gonna see. But yeah, I just feel like you just gotta know when you feel like it's worth the risk, right? Because risk versus reward in life, that's just like what life is. So I've definitely had it not work out that great, or like seemingly work out great and then like, burst into like,
Crash and burn.
yeah, a
Mhm.
supernova of terribility. Yes, crash and burn. So I've also had that happen, but I've also had this happen, and
Exactly.
like, being with someone for so long and like being able to like build literally a life together, because it's like, damn, how much shit you gonna be involved in that I do? All of it?
Most of it at least. Shit.
No, I love it, most of it at least, but we have that synergy, and, what would have happened if we were just like, "Nah, we're friends," which we did. Oh my god. I know. Okay, guys, so we did used to date best friends, and
Oh
we were
yeah.
best friends at the
Yeah.
time. This was when we wasn't fooling around doing nothing, and, oh my god, I know my ex is hot mad at me, 'cause 'cause one time, y'all, we ended up all just fucking in the same room. Okay, it just was a freaky night. They was by
That's I
my
don't feel like that's
house.
that.
We
I've
all was
that's
staying
not that
in my
unnormal
room.
though. I've heard from multiple people now that people do that. That's
People do
not
that.
that.
I
It's
kind
not
of feel
that.
like to a
Yeah.
degree, it was just like, look, y'all want to fuck, we want to fuck. What we gonna do? Like, I'm not about to not fuck. I'm in my bed
Also,
personally.
y'all all want to hang out too. That's
Yeah,
the
and
other
we
thing because
all
we
want
can
to
all
hang
go
out.
to
We
each
don't want
other.
to
We
stop
all
hanging
got
out.
houses,
We're all
so
hanging out together, so we fucking and let's fuck. But my delicate flower, she was very like out bisexual, and at that time I was more bi-curious and not yet identifying as anything really. But I knew I'd check it out. I did know that. But, she kind of
and I
had a
was unaware
thing.
of that at that point. So I because she was to me strictly dickly. So
Okay, look, I told you about the Dickleys. Okay, I told you what happened with the Strictly Dickly. It was a
all I'm saying
misassessment.
is
I was
I
confused.
never
Okay,
actually heard anyone say it out
it is a
loud but
very
her.
common saying. You're
So
lying to. Okay,
not out loud
it is embarrassing.
on the
I do want it
internet, but
stricken from
out
the record.
loud. No.
I would like it stricken from
No.
the record, please. I plead the fifth. Whatever we got to do, that's a no. Okay. So,
I heard it, y'all.
did you? If you didn't hear it, it wasn't real. If there's no
They still believe
recording
me.
somewhere, I don't know. I'm very skeptical about your story, Trinity. I don't know, but but at the time, so totally, I would have tried it on some frisky shit. But she was very like, kind of felt like a little used by people who just wanted to like,
Yeah,
especially
in
like
college,
straight
that was like
experimental girls who
everyone's
are like,
thing. Like
"Oh,
I
you're
was like,
bi? Let's like make out for this dude right now, or let's like, you know what I'm saying? Or let me just like fuck you and like kind of hope that you just gonna lesbianize me. Like I'm gonna just lay back and you just gonna show me all the ropes, and like then you gonna be saying you straight tomorrow. Like, bitch,
yeah,
get the fuck out
no,
of here."
they
So
definitely did think that was gonna happen a lot of times in college. A lot of friends, a lot of
yeah, was trying it. They was like, "Oh,
women
she the
folk.
one. She the
Yeah,
one to
which,
try."
I could have looked at it as like a fun thing, but back then I was just like, why don't they just want to care for
Growth,
me as a person,
right?
But like now I'm like, damn, I really should have taken advantage. I
Mm,
was
I
mad.
know. Look, y'all hearing the fun
I was
college shit,
pulling,
that was
okay?
closer towards the end of college. Not saying we didn't have our fun, because we did, but bro, I should have been hoeing like,
Oh my
like I
God. There's
began to
nothing
hoe,
no one will ever understand that that's
that
one of
was
my greatest regrets
that was
in
a whole
life.
mecca.
There
Like,
was so
we could
many. I
have
could have
tapped
done
into
so
so
much. I could
much.
have did everything
What
and
the fuck were we
more.
caring about?
But
That shit is
instead, I was being a good person. That was like, no, no,
what the fuck
no.
is a
Like
good
what?
person?
What?
That was a convoluted view of what a fucking
Man,
good person
wasting
is.
all
But we
of
were young to be young,
to be young. and wasting all of the excellence that is
a
abundant. Okay,
whole holy mecca of, you know,
better take
debauchery.
advantage.
It was
Take advantage,
very,
y'all.
yeah, if you in college, don't be shy. Don't worry about your reputation. I say have fun. Motherfuckers gonna judge you because you got blue
They will
toenails
judge
one
you
day
regardless. I
and they thought you should have white
guarantee you
toenails. Like
not.
motherfuckers gonna judge you for
Mm-mm.
whatever dumbass bullshit. And you're gonna learn that it's better to just be yourself and do what you want to
Exactly, and
do.
you'll have friends. Your friends. Fuck everybody else.
Exactly. Fuck them. Yeah, exactly. Fuck the rest of them. They
Very
flimsy,
simple.
flamsy, flipsy, flopsy anyway. They,
Exactly.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
But but back to the back to the boyfriend, best friends.
Oh yes.
So so yeah, so we started fucking in the room together or whatever. And so like I said, but I'm her best friend. So at this time, she's already told me at different times how she feels about like, I feel used like this and that. So I was like, even though this is like the perfect moment, I thought so too. But I was like, I will not. You know, I'm very disciplined, just like the not smoking on 420. I was like, I will not involve her or make her feel like, you know, she's my experimental girl toy. I can have this in a different scenario type of thing. This is my best friend. She doesn't have to feel like that about me. So, but the dude that I was fucking for sure, her dude was having a little more of a okay, they had some good stuff going on too. But he was having a little more anxiety because he's in the room with all these people kind of thing. And so now
Another thing we've discovered with
the
group sex
spaghetti
is
struggles, you know.
if there's or chime in, guys. Please comment. Let us know if you guys have had this type of experience too. And I'm just gonna say it. If there's too many dicks in the room, some of them are gonna start malfunctioning.
Some of them, yeah. It's like
It's anxiety, it's pressure that I don't know they're putting it on each other or what, but it has happened too many times.
yeah, also I will say if there's too many dicks in the room, it may just be because they're not preoccupied and eventually they're just like nothing's happening.
Well, no, I mean even if it's even numbers, like it's
Oh,
been
yeah, no,
wild. Like
I
even
get what
that
you
on
mean.
even numbers.
Just
Like
enough
no.
dudes, so the dudes start thinking about what's the dudes thinking, what's the girls thinking, like whatever's going on
See,
in
it
their
rarely
brain.
happens when it's women over when there's more women. That's what I'm saying. I know it has
That's
to
true.
do with the fact that it's
It's
the
a
dude. It's
male
something about the
ego
dudes.
thing.
I
It's
know. I don't know
something
what it is.
you don't want him to. We
We've
don't
been
know.
in
We
enough
haven't fully
situations and
unlocked your little
scenarios.
brains yet to figure out what's going on
It's
in
true.
there. But something, you know, bothers y'all and makes the things go thing. You know,
Exactly.
they make the things don't thing. So, yeah,
He was having a little bit of issues.
definitely having a little bit of issues.
Go ahead.
Hey, I need to fuck more bi dudes.
I'm gonna say I haven't
Personally.
had that issue with any of the dudes that I've had sex with that are bi. It happens.
I haven't
with
either.
straight guys.
It is
yeah,
it's a straight guy
or
experience.
let's say, quote, straight guys.
Cause who knows? Cause maybe you
Because
care
who
so
knows?
much because you actually, hey, you know, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Like maybe you're worried about how he sees your performance, you know,
Right.
like and all of that worry and anxiety is what's causing the problems.
All right, guys, that was part 1. Thanks for listening. Keep
Thank
up
you,
with
thank
us
you.
at Tafari Talk on Instagram and all social media sites. My personal Instagram at Amiri Tafari, AMIIITAFARI, and Trinity's
As the Trinity Tafari, TheTriinityTafari.
So keep up with us, and until next time, check out part 2.
Yes.